Today, we're diving into this incredible story that connects, of all things, house cats and ocean dolphins. It's a story about a tiny, deadly parasite and a brand new piece of technology that's completely changing how we protect marine life. It's basically a laboratory that fits in the palm of your hand. So, right off the bat, you gotta ask this question. How on earth can a parasite from a cat end up harming a dolphin way out in the ocean? They live in totally different worlds, right? Well, it sounds bizarre, but it's at the very heart of a huge environmental puzzle that links what we do on land to the health of our seas. All right, meet our microscopic villain, Toxoplasma gondii. This little guy's journey starts on land, usually with cats. And from there, it just gets washed into rivers and streams through runoff, and eventually it finds its way into the ocean. And that's where it becomes a really serious threat to marine animals. Okay, so let's actually follow this parasite's incredible journey. How does something so small become such a massive, invisible threat? And what makes it so difficult to stop? The whole story really starts and ends with cats. We're talking everything from house cats to wild bobcats. They are the one and only host where this parasite can actually sexually reproduce. So an infected cat can shed literally millions of these tiny infectious parasite eggs, they're called oocysts, out into the environment. And here's the real kicker. These oocysts are ridiculously tough. They're like little armored tanks. They can hang out in water for up to 6 months, and they can even survive the chemical treatments we use to clean our water. So their trip from a backyard to the ocean is pretty much a sure thing. So once they reach the ocean, these oocysts get eaten by filter feeders, think mussels, clams, oysters. Then dolphins or other marine mammals come along and eat those infected animals, and boom, they're infected too. The parasite can then travel to their brain and heart, causing really serious disease. This is why dolphins are considered crucial sentinels. They're like the canary in the coal mine for ocean pollution. So you can imagine when a dolphin gets stranded on a beach, trying to figure out if it has this infection is a frantic race against time. But for years, the way we diagnosed it has been a huge, huge problem. Just think about the old way of doing things. You'd have to get a tissue sample from an animal on some remote beach, pack it up, and ship it to a high-tech lab, which could be hundreds of miles away. The whole process was slow, the DNA and the sample could break down, and a lot of the time, you just didn't have the right people or equipment in the right place. It meant we had huge blind spots in tracking this parasite. But what if you didn't have to take the sample to the lab? What if you could bring the entire lab right to the dolphin? Well, that's exactly what this amazing new technology does. Say hello to the Insulated Isothermal PCR system, or iiPCR for short. It's a complete, portable lab that lets you go from collecting a sample on the beach to getting a clear answer, all with a device that literally fits in your hand. And the best part? The speed. The whole thing, from start to finish, takes about an hour and a half. That's it. No more waiting for days to get results back from some far-off lab. This is an absolute game changer for scientists working out in the field. So how does this little gadget pull off such fast, accurate results? Well, it all boils down to this really clever dual lock system that it uses. The process itself is just beautifully simple. So first, you take a small tissue sample. Then, a little portable device automatically pulls out all the DNA in about 30 minutes. You mix that DNA with a pre-made testing solution, pop it into the handheld analyzer, and in around 45 minutes, you get a simple, clear, positive or negative result. Now for the cool science behind its accuracy. The system uses something called duplex iiPCR. You can think of it like two-factor authentication for DNA. In one single test, it's looking for 2 different things at the same time: a gene that's specific to the parasite and a gene that's found in all cetaceans, which acts as a quality check. And this dual check is what makes it so brilliant. See, if the test finds the dolphin DNA but not the parasite DNA, you can be super confident that it's a true negative result. But if the test doesn't even find the dolphin DNA, it tells you, hey, something went wrong with the sample. This built-in safety check is huge because it prevents false negatives and makes the results incredibly trustworthy. So when you put it all together, what does this massive leap in technology actually mean for science and for conservation? Well, let's just put them side by side. The new iiPCR system, you can use it anywhere. It's super fast and gives you answers on the spot. The old method is stuck in a lab and takes forever. But here's the amazing part. Even with all that convenience, the portable test agrees with the lab's gold standard test 92% of the time. That's not just faster, that's incredibly accurate. And why does all this matter so much? Well, as the researchers themselves point out, dolphins are at the top of the food chain. They share the same coastal areas and even eat some of the same things we do. That means their health is a direct reflection of the ocean's health. And that's a warning for our own public health. What's showing up in them could eventually show up in us.
And that kind of brings us to our final thought. We've just put a powerful, portable lab into the hands of scientists on any coastline anywhere in the world. If dolphins really are our early warning system, then this technology is like a powerful new watchtower. It really makes you wonder, what other invisible threats are we now going to be able to see?